yeah, the first week that I came back, I was like, oh, I get to teach to people. This is fun. Not just teaching to the computer.
It's amazing.
Having real humans. I know.
Kind of like not an I thing, it's a we thing.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at it, that's what this pandemic is. I'm trying to look at the positive.
Totally.
But every situation there's gonna be a positive and a negative.
Yep. And it's how you receive it and how you turn around and spit it back out. So, and I appreciate that because we are live now, and we're going to get right into it because I have some Monday motivation listed on here. So for all of you that are at home joining and watching, thank you. We love seeing you guys out there. And for the participants here, thank you guys for showing up and being present and staying with it. Lou was just giving us a little bit of feedback on the fact that every situation has a positive and a negative. And it's how you take it, right? It's how you react to it and how you can spin it. And I think that ties right into the little tidbit we have today. We have some Monday motivation. And so we know that exercise in any form, right? It's not easy. It's not easy to self-motivate. Sometimes it can be physically challenging. Sometimes it can be mentally challenging. Sometimes it can be boring, depending on what you're doing. And instead of looking at the negatives, I'm going to try and focus on the positives today. So I just have 3 little tidbits or 3 pointers that I think are beneficial for a little motivation, right? So number 1, exercise boosts brain power. Right? So the more blood flow we have going through our body in any form, that's going to help that blood get to the brain. Number 2, movement melts away stress, right? If you're pairing the breath with it, we did our mindfulness in the morning. It can really just take some of that stuck energy that you have when you're stressed and move it out of your body. And then number 3, exercise gives you energy, And I'd say probably more so than coffee. Coffee only lasts for so long. And it's tough because it can be physically depleting sometimes, depending on what you're doing. But it can also get that blood stirring. It can get the blood flowing. It brings endorphins into your body. So any kind of physical activity is going to have loads of benefits for you. And those are just 3. So like you said, Lou, it's about looking at the positive. We could give all the excuses in the book. It's hard, it's tiring, I don't have time, I don't feel like it. But then if you spin it and say, what is my life without the exercise? What is my life without the focus on health and movement? In my opinion and in my experience, the movement usually outweighs the non-movement, right? And the pros outweigh the cons here. So, yeah, I like that. I think that's good. And hopefully for you guys at home, one of those pointers is a little bit of motivation for you as well, right? We all find our different varying points of motivation. So whatever it is for you, let it be a positive, let it inspire you. And let's get the movement going, right, guys? We got some music. We'll have a new playlist. I have it listed here before. It's kind of a hodgepodge. It's a Spotify playlist. It was just labeled Have a Great Day. And I agreed with that. So we're just going to have a great day and see what music pops up. So for those of you at home, follow along. Keep in mind that everything I offer is a suggestion. It's simply a guidance. Please do what feels best in your body. Make sure you're tuning into your vitals, your heart rate, your breath. Make sure you're not too lightheaded. Always have water on hand so that if your mouth gets a little dry, you can rehydrate and replenish. And yeah, make sure you focus on the 3 things, right? Safety, stability, and avoiding pain. So we will turn it up a notch a little bit. I will offer more reps. I will offer more speed, but please, by all means, make sure you do what feels best in your body. So that goes for you guys too. You ready? All right, for anyone in the back of the room that also wants to join, feel free to kick in at any point. For you guys at home, get to your starting position. Not quite nap time yet. We gotta move before we nap. All right, but as we always do, we're gonna start our movement with a little bit of breath first. So go ahead, come to your starting position. If it's comfortable, bring your feet flat to the floor. Feel your hips heavy down into your chair. Feel your spine get a little longer. And then we'll take 3 deep breaths here. Let them be nice and cleansing. Inhale through the nose. Pull the breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let the breath go. Inhale through the nose, pull the breath in. Exhale, open mouth, let the breath go. Last one, big cleansing breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice job. And again, you guys keep your water on hand. Feel free to take a sip whenever you need. I'm going to get some before we start. Stay hydrated here. And like I said, this playlist says, have a great day. So let's do that, right? All right, you got a little slide of the family stone to start us off. So go ahead, come to your starting position, lengthen through that spine, sit up nice and tall. And we're going to begin with our neck here. So drop the chin down, and then lift it up. Drop it down, and lift it up. We're just starting to activate the muscles of the neck here. The blood flowing. And again, make sure you're going at the pace that feels best for you. If there's any pain or any discomfort, just back off a little bit. Make sure that breath is flowing. Starting to get the energy moving. Boosting our brain power. Nice job, you guys. Also, at any point, if you don't want to exercise and you just want to start dancing, I allow you to reserve that right. I think Tina Turner got the best of all of us last week. There was no exercise going on. We were all just dancing. All right, one more each direction. Drop the chin down, lift it up. Come on back to that nice tall seat as best as you can. Starting to get the spine warmed up. Good, there you go, Kevin. Just a little dancing back there. He's on it. Any movement is good movement. All right, spine nice and long. Now we're going to go side to side with the head. So drop this here to the shoulder, and then back through center, and just go side to side. Good. This is one too where you can definitely get a little dance movement involved. That feels good. No one's judging here. It's not Dancing with the Stars. It's Dancing with Marianne. Moves are questionable at best. Good. Feel the muscles activate here. Right? The point here is for strength and endurance. So just make sure it feels okay, but then try to keep the movement. Keep that breath flowing. Oh, here we go. We're the brown-eyed girls in the room. Tina, are you a brown-eyed girl? Carol? No? My solo? Are you blue or green? Brown? Nice. When I was little, I thought the song was written specifically for me. I got a little word and realized there's a handful of us. Good. One more each side, you guys. Maybe take it right, and then left, and come on back up to seated. Nice. Lengthen that spine again one more time, and now we're going to do shoulder rolls here. So draw the shoulders up, and then back down. Draw the shoulders up, and back down. Good. We start to get a little bit of motion here in the traps. Feel them activate if that feels good. Nice. Make sure to go forward as well as backwards. Getting a little bit of motion here in the whole shoulder grip. Nice. There you go, Tab. Or say skip the shoulders muscles of our core here, the abdomen, even our back. You can leave your hands down if that feels good to you, and then round everything forward, but actively feel that belly tighten, squeezing into your abdominals, and then come back to seated. Good. Round more, pull those muscles in, engage, and back to seated. So there we go, you guys. I feel the blood flowing now. Maybe you're getting a little warmer, maybe your heart rate's increasing. All of that is okay. Just make sure it feels good. You're not getting too lightheaded or too dizzy. And keep that breath moving. Activate the little abdomen, parallel, squeeze everything forward. Nice job, you guys. It's never the favorite right after lunch, but you can start to activate that belly. Feel the abdominals engaging here, contracting forward. Good. Let's go ahead and do one more here. Pull those muscles in and come on back. Nice. All right. Sit up nice and tall. Try to feel that spine lengthen again. Now this time we're going to focus on our back body. So a couple options here. You can put your hands on the chair if that feels good. You can grab the back of the chair or under the seat, or you can just pull your elbows back towards the body. Right? So wherever you're at, you're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Feel the spine kind of curl into itself, and then release. Good. So pull those shoulder blades back towards one another. Feel the tailbone curl up into the head bone, and then release. Good. You will probably feel a nice stretch across the front here. That's okay. That's just a bonus stretch here. So we really want to focus on activating the muscles in the back of our body. Good. Keep that breath moving. Squeeze everything together. And relax. Nice. Keep it going. Alternating between activation and relaxation. Good. Activation and relaxation. Nice. Hold that heart forward. Feel the chest open up and the muscles engage in the back of the body. And relax. Good. Keep it moving. No falling asleep on me. You're going to get charged extra for yawning. Send you the bill. Good. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, do one more here. Pull those muscles in. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Feel the heart go through. Take a breath in. And relax. How are we feeling? Blood's flowing. Body's starting to warm up a little bit. Let's go ahead, come back to the starting position and take a big breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice, you guys. All right. I already like this close. It's just like a little hodgepodge. Okay, we are going to get into our arms now. So shoulders, elbows, wrists, and even into the fingers, okay? So for all of these, we want to have a nice sturdy base. So legs are rooted here, our hips are grounding towards the floor. Feel the spine long. And then, of course, we have hand grip options for all of it. Either fingers in between, fingers cupped, assisting one hand with the other, or using just one arm. Totally your choice, or if there's another modification that feels best in your body, do that as well. With this first one, we're just going to do shoulder flexion, so start to breathe, lift those arms up overhead, and then come back down slowly. Good, so this is more of a breath, focusing on strength, because you need to keep it nice, slow, and controlled as you lower. If you get a little stretch, that's okay. Added bonus. But focus on activating those muscles as you lift the arms overhead. Good. And keep in mind, if you're only up at shoulder height, that's okay. Right? We're not focused on stretch here. We're focused on activating the muscles in the shoulders. If there's any pain, back off a little bit, and maybe Carol just go a little less high, right? me the shoulders, Carol, if you want. There you go, Kevin. Nice. All right, wherever you're at, bring those hands as high as they can go, wherever feels best for you. And then we're taking a page out of Kevin's book. We're going side to side. Good. Feel the shoulder girls, mobilize. Feel the core activate and engage. We got one toe tapping. All we need is a microphone and we'll be up to some karaoke. That's coming next. That's tomorrow's video. We'll have 0 views. Alright, one more deep breath in. And exhale. Slowly, slowly, slowly lower those arms. Nice job, you guys. How you feeling? Doing okay? Hanging in there? Nice. Alright, the next one I'm going to turn to the side so that I can show our audience at home. But we're now going to focus on bicep and tricep, right? So it's essentially a bicep curl, then you're going to straighten it back out. And again, you've got the same hand options, same hand grip options, either together, right? And maybe there's cup. For those of you that are just doing one hand, or again using the strength of one hand to assist the other, right? A lot of options here. The important part is feel the bicep activate when you pull up, and then the tricep turn on as you straighten and go back down. Right? So flexion as you curl up, extension as you straighten. Good. This has got to be fake. It sounds like we're walking into church right now. Oh, George Michael on that for us. Keep that breath moving. Keep the faith. Keep the energy flowing. We got this. It's a Monday motivation going on. I think my coffee's working today. I think that's what's happening here. Good coffee. It's latched them all day. Good. Really visualize those muscles contracting, regardless of the motion that you're doing. And then make sure it doesn't hurt. No pain. Good. Keep that breath flowing. I'm not counting. I'm sure we're on like 927. This is where Bill used to come in and help me, but I think he's given up on me, so that's okay. Let's do one more. Activate, 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 and straighten. How are you doing? Good? Okay. So, I'm going to grab this. I'm going to get a little closer to the computer so I can show the folks at home, but I'll make sure I can demonstrate to you guys as well, okay? And Kevin, if you do decide to jump back in, just feel free to move so you can see me, okay? All right, so now we're going to get into some forearm motion, right? So pronation is palm down, supination is palm up. Yep, pronation palm down, supination palm up. Try to keep your shoulder relaxed and stable, right? So even if you need to tuck it in by your side, you just want the rotation of the forearm. There you go. And now you can do one hand, you can do both again, if that feels okay. You can utilize the strength of one hand to assist the other. There you go, good. Perfect, that's isolating just at the forearm. So for those of you at home, just a reminder, you don't want to get the shoulder or the elbow too involved. It's just doing the rotation from the elbow down to the wrist. Good. So you basically have two bones in your arm, in your forearm that line up like this, right? So when you rotate them, they kind of cross over one another. And that's what we're focusing on here. Good. Keep the breath moving regardless of which grip you've taken, or even if you're taking a break, make sure you're still breathing. Right? These might be smaller motions, but you're still using your muscles, and all muscles, regardless of how big or how small, need oxygen. And if you don't think that's true, try holding your breath and see how far you get. Not very far. Oh man, I love this song. This is a good driving song. Starts a good road trip here. Good. All right. What are we on? 87? Let's do one more each way. Tina, you'll learn that counting is not my strong suit during all of this. When I first started these videos, I was like, we'll do 10 of each. And then I was just like giving instruction and I'm like, I think we're on 40. I don't know what number we're on here. So, all right, always feel free after any hand exercise or really any of the exercises to kind of rub the muscles here. Feel free to give them a little massage if that feels okay. You can always create a little heat in the arm. Really just listening to your body. If it needs a little love, give it a little love, right? All right, next one is going to be wrist flexion and extension. So flexion is forward, extension is backwards. And you can either do them at the same time. You can do them together if you want to cup your hands or clasp them, right? If you're using one hand to assist, we'll pull one forward and then push it back. Pull it forward and push it back. And it doesn't matter which form it takes, doesn't matter how far it goes, just working within the range that your body allows. Good. Keep that breath moving. Oops, we might have a visitor. For those of you at home, hold tight. Hopefully they'll come back. All right, so wherever you're at, a couple more. Good. How's that feel, Carol? Okay? Good. Just feel those muscles activate. And then go ahead and shake them out, you guys. Same thing again. If you need a little massage, if you need a little heat, those are some of the things that you can activate yourself here. Good. All right. Finger opposition or thumb opposition. So this one's definitely going to vary depending on how your hands present. So the goal here, or the intention behind it, is to take the thumb pad of one finger on one hand and press it against the pads of every other finger. Right? So just pushing and then opening up. There you go. Nice, Carol. Maybe doing both hands. Now, if your finger pads can't get quite to one another, you can use the other hand to assist, or you can even work at the base of the hand, right? Taking the base of the thumb and squeezing it to the pinky, and then opening it. The base to the ring finger, opening it, right? So you can work within wherever it feels best in your body. Oh, hey Jess, do you have a second to, that gentleman's gone back and forth. So just maybe keep an eye and see if he pops in. Or give him a little direction. Good. All right, so for those of you at home, keep focusing on bringing your finger pads towards one another. Is that your right, Kevin? Oh. I've just seen him drive back and forth. I don't know if he's lost or if he's someone's ride. It looks like your ride? Okay. I mean, we have signs out there, so hopefully, and Jess just went out there. She'll check in. What? Oh, okay. Then yeah, maybe it's him. Cool. All right, I think we're done with those. Shake it out. I keep getting sidetracked. All right, for those of you that are hanging out with us at home, thanks for sticking with us. This next one, fists. Tight fists, clench everything in, and then open up as wide as you can. Yep. Tight fists, and open up as wide as you can. Yep. And again, a couple different ways to do this. If you're just doing both hands, Lou offers a suggestion where if you're able to get your hands in between one another, squeeze, and then open. Or you can always use one hand just to assist the other open up. However it works in your body. Ding, ding, ding. Carol, you right? Good. Use those hands. What do you got? The Supremes. Our girl, what's her name? Diana? Diana Ross. Lou's a backup dancer for the Supremes. Jess, we're going to introduce a third video, Dancing with Marianne, combined with karaoke. I'm sure insurance will love it. All right, all right. For all of you at home, thank you for staying with us. Go ahead, shake out those fingers. You guys are doing awesome. Nice job. Feel free to give them a little massage, add a little heat if that feels okay. And then I'm gonna head back to the seat. We'll take a breath to reset. We'll get a little bit of water, and then we'll move on to legs and core. So for those of you at home, get back to your starting position. You guys are perfect where you're at. Let's take a nice big breath to reset here. Inhale through the nose. Open up, exhale. Good. I'm going to take a sip of water. Feel free to hydrate. Okay. So the next one we're going on to is we're going to do legs and core here. So come on back to your starting position whenever you're ready. Throughout the whole time, the goal here is to activate your spine and your trunk. Right? So belly muscles, back muscles, feel everything. Take your spine nice and long. And you always have the option of supporting yourself back here, right? By leaning spine back. But if you're able, try to sit up nice and tall. That'll automatically activate your core. Yep. Into that six pack, right? Work on our six packs right after lunch. All right, so we're going to sit up nice and tall. The first one here is activating our quads, straighten the legs, and back down. Switch, and back down. Good. So try and keep that spine nice and long, pull the low belly tighten, and then activate the quads here. Nice, Kevin. Good. And yep, you can either just focus on one leg, or if you want, you can even assist the other leg. Perhaps you're stronger. Good. And then just keep moving. Who is it? Jamie. I love this song. Like it reminds me of like my childhood. I don't know. Oh yeah, this is his shoulder. Here it goes. My shoulder's got a mind of its own. It's staying over. I can't continue. Oh, good. Keep that breath moving. We've lost Lou. Good thing we don't have Steffi here today. Steffi would just be making me laugh. Tina, we'll see how long you're here today, but when we go to the facial exercises, normally Steph is here is making faces at me. Just sending me into a little bit. She's gone. Thank you, Mel. Good. All right, I'm getting sidetracked today. Come on back to center. Sit up nice and tall. Check in with yourself. You need a sip of water. Make sure you're not getting too hot. We're going to turn it up a notch here. So spine is long. Oh, look at it. Looky. I tell you, you just see yourself every time on tour. Likely story. All right, well, Tina and I are going to have to hold it down. Right, Tina? Or are you failing on me too? All right. Have a good one, Omar. Yes, Lou. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. good. I appreciate it. You have a good night, sir. Stay safe. I'll try.
All right. See you guys tomorrow. Ain't that good seeing you. Welcome back.
Nice, mister. Oh, there you go, Kev. That's up and dancing. All right, the next one, if you choose, you do you, but you look great over there. Nice job standing. Core stays engaged. We're going to start with one leg at a time. Straighten it, and then we're going to make circles. Right? Now, a couple options, Tina. You can either keep the leg fully extended. You can bend the knee and focus just on circles at the hip. And then you can also, of course, always take your spine back for a little more support and do a pound. Okay? So do whatever feels best. Also making sure you give your leg a break, because we want to go in both directions. Good, Pat. Take that chest up a little higher, stand up nice and tall. Awesome. You're practicing. Good for you. When you're ready, Miss Tina, give it a rest, and then we'll switch you to the other leg. Or if you just want to focus on one leg, your choice too. You've been doing a lot of that at home? Good. It looks really good. Your dance moves look really good too. You move your hands and your leg at the same time. It's kind of a hard rhythm to keep. It's like patting your belly and rubbing your head, or vice versa. Good. Keep that breath moving whatever you're doing. Nice. That's yet another great way to just monitor kind of your effort level. If for some reason you're getting short of breath or you're finding you're not able to take smooth, steady breaths, then just slow everything down, maybe give yourself a break and reset. All right. How are we doing? Feeling okay? All right. The next one, we're going to give our bigger muscles a break. I'm going to turn to the side just to show the audience at home. What all it looks like is heel raises. Okay? So we want to keep our toes pushing into the floor and lift the heels. Okay, if this is something you want to do while you're standing, yep, just like that. Put the heels, or push the toes down, lift the heels up. There you go. Make sure you keep your balance. For those of you that are doing this at home, if you're doing it standing, make sure that's in your normal practice and that you're safe and stable, right? Push those toes down, lift those heels, and relax. Good. For those of us seated, if this is too easy, you can always add a little resistance. So push your leg or push your arms into your legs and do body weight against body weight, right? So just a little bit of resistance if you want. These are all just options. You can also alternate if you want to do one foot at a time, or if you're just focusing on one side. Totally up to you. A lot of different options. But wherever you're at, keep breathing. Nice job, you guys. Good, Kevin. Looking good over there. All right, Bill, what number are we on? That's about right. Bill knows me. He's counting into the thousands. I told Lou and Tina that you just have given up on me. I said he used to try and keep me wrangled into counting. Then he realized it was a lost cause. All right. We are on probably 2,000, so let's be done with those. Okay. Come on back to your starting position. Try and lengthen that spine. Feel your belly tighten in. And we're going to do marches. So you lift the knee and then lower. Lift the knee and lower. If you just want to focus on one leg, you can. Right? If you need a little support, either leaning back or holding on to the sides. Right? Activating the hip flexors here. it's totally loud. Also keep in mind that it might look different from right to left, right? If you do on one side, it might not be exactly what you do on the other side. And that's okay. Just continue moving what you can. Have the breath flowing. Let's see. All right. Take a couple breaths here. We'll do one more each side. So go ahead, right, and then left. Woo. There we go. Let your legs rest. We've got 2 more left for legs and core. I always think they're the hardest. I always start sweating a little bit. But do what you can and modify as you can, okay? I'm going to turn to the side again to show the audience at home. Again, a couple of variations here though. This first one, try and get your spine long and activated. Arms come up, either apart or together, and then the legs come up. Okay, so we're trying to activate this core here. It's like holding a boat pose. But a couple options. Maybe just the arms, and maybe just one leg. And then if you want to switch, maybe you do the other leg. Yep. And then of course your hands can come down to the side and lift. If you want full support on the spine, just rest your back, and then lift. You don't want any weight in the low back here. You want to feel your abdominals start to activate slightly, even if it's just down in the low back. And you'll feel it in the thighs for sure, right? Good. And you can also do reps if you want. If it feels better to lift and lower. Or you can hold. Right? And however long you hold is up to you. You can go 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10, 27, I don't care. Whatever feels best in your body here. Go ahead, wherever you're at, take another deep breath in, feel your low belly activate. And then lower. This is where I start sweating. So again, you might feel your body temperature rise, maybe your heart rate increases. Just tune into your body. You can sip of water if you need, and modify to help feels best for you. All right, hanging in there, Tina? We got one more. It's going to be similar to the core hold, but we're going to add a little movement in the legs if available. So arms lift, legs lift, and then we pedal. And you can try. You can also do one at a time, or you can just go back to the core hold, whichever one feels best. And for those of you at home, same thing. You can pedal if you want. You can do one leg at a time. You can bring your back along the chair and try and pedal that way. The whole time, keeping your core activated. Try and make that chest up if possible. And then take the modification that feels best for you. Keep the breath moving. Express yourself if you will, however you choose. Then take another breath in. And exhale. All right. How are we feeling? Good. I think I see you smiling behind that mask. It's hard, but I'm trying to learn smiling eyes. All right, so for those of you at home, and Tina here who's left, Kevin, if you want to join in as well, let's take another breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open up, exhale, let it go. Nice. All right, I'm also going to take a sip of water here to rehydrate. After core and legs, I always feel a little warmer because we are using the bigger muscles of our body. So now we're going to take a break from the large muscles in the body, and we're going to focus on the smaller facial muscles. So we'll start with and then we'll move them out. So for eyes here, the rule of thumb is wherever your thumb goes, your eyes go, okay? The first one, we're gonna keep our head still. We'll move our thumb in big circles and the eyes follow the thumb. So wherever you're at, come to the starting position. Bring your thumb straight out, eyes focus on the thumb, and then start to make big circles with the thumb, but try not to move your head. Perfect, you know? Like you've done this before. Good, keep that head nice and steady. Try to get those eyeballs all the way to the corners of the sockets. Good, moving the breath here. One more big one in this direction. And then we'll take a break here by closing the eyes and relaxing the thumb. So give your eyes a little rest here. Let them reset. Let those muscles relax. The next one that we're going to do is the exact same thing, except in the opposite direction. So whenever you're ready, bring your thumb out again, open the eyes, and then we'll switch direction. So now I want my thumb going the other way to reverse the rotation of the eyes. And again, keeping that head steady as can be. Keeping the eyes around our sockets, following the thumb. Keep the breath moving. We'll go ahead and do one more big one here, rotating. Bring your thumb back to center, close the eyes, and release the hand. Nice job. Doing good, Tina? All right. The next two, we're now going to keep the thumb and the eyes steady, and we're going to move the head around it. So I'll instruct you, follow along. Bring that thumb straight out. Open the eyes. Now keep the thumb steady and the eyes steady. Or we're going to go left to right with the head. So we're essentially moving the head around the eyes. Keep those eyes focused directly on the thumb. Good. Keep the breath moving. Nice job. One more each direction here. Go right, go left, come back to center. One more time. Close the eyes. Relax that hand. All right, we've got one last one here. It's going to be very similar to that one, except we're going to take that head up and down. So again, bring that thumb out, open the eyes, and now up and down. Nod your head yes. Keep your eyes fixated on your thumb. Good. Keeping your chin down, keeping your chin up. Nice. Keep that breath moving. Good. Awesome. All right, one more each direction. We're going to go up and then down, back to center. Close the eyes. One last break. Relax your hand, relax your arm. With our eyes closed, let's take our breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice and down. And then open the eyes. Don't fall asleep on me. That's all right. I give Steffi a hard every time. She starts yelling at me. What the heck? Am I that boring? All right, so I'm going to come a little closer here. And you're far enough away. I do have to take my mask off because I'm going to show them the mouth exercises at home. Feel free to do what feels comfortable for you, but just make sure you stay. Don't come near me. All right. So for those of you at home, thank you so much for sticking with us. We are going to take a sip of, or I'm going to take a sip of water. Feel free to do the same. Especially going into the mouth exercises. Sometimes the mouth can get really dry, the throat can get dry, so make sure you stay hydrated here. All right. So the first thing we're going to do here is twist and shout. No yawning, no falling asleep on me. Tina's taking Steph's place of just falling asleep on me. Come on, people, let's keep it awake here. I'm just teasing. It's your first day back, right? It's exhausting. Hey, I get it. I told Jess the first day I came and worked a full day, I went home and just fell asleep for like an hour. I was like, what's this real work stuff? It's for the birds. All right, so the first thing we can do is massage the cheeks, right? Yep, get right into where the jaw meets, coming close to the ears, maybe up into the cheeks. Good. Oh, are you dipping out on me? Is that you? Is that your phone? Oh, early? Oh, 2:30. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, feel free to do whatever you need to, but all right. So the first one, we're just gonna open our mouth as wide as it goes. And then close. Open. Oh no, she's yawning again. I'm telling you, you've taken Steffi's place. All right. Open as wide as you can and close. Good. Nice. These we can actually do just about 10, so. Oh, that's Kevin's right anyways. I thought it was you. Kevin's right. Yeah. Goodbye, Mr. Kevin. Thank you. We'll see you Thursday. You're not supposed to yawn while doing the mouth exercise. All right, one more, nice and big. And relax. Good, and then again, feel free, both Tina as well as you guys at home, if you want to do any kind of massage in between the exercises, feel free, right? If anything starts to get crampy. All right, the next one though, smiling. Show me those pearly whites, and then release. Smile, and then release. Smile, feel the corners pull back, and release. Good. Smile, and release. Activate those muscles, pull them back, and release. I always just think of the movie Elf, where he's like, I like smiling. Smiling's my favorite. All right, couple more just like that. Show me your pearly whites. Smile big and relax. Smile and relax. Last one. Big smile. Cheesiest one yet. Cheese, cheese, cheese. And relax. It takes a lot of energy. Okay. We're going to still smile for the next one, but we're going to alternate between smiling and then puckering. Okay? So smile big, pull those muscles back, and then pucker, push everything forward. This is one where Steffi would start to tease me. She would start to pucker at me. So smile big, and then pucker. Good. Smile big, and pucker. For those of you at home, kissing noises are optional, but keep those muscles moving. Pull them all back, and then push them forward. Pull them back, and push forward. Good. Smile, and pucker. Smile, and pucker. You smiling behind that mask over there? And pucker. One last one, big smile. Pull those muscles back, feel the corners pull away up into your cheeks, and then big pucker. And release. Feel free to shake out the jaw a little. Are those tiring? It is kind of crazy. It's like all of a sudden you feel your jaw tense up. But it's good. And for those of you at home, we've talked about this before, right? There might be small, tiny muscles, but they're so, so important. Chewing, talking, swallowing, even just your facial expressions, right? Showing someone a smile, that can be a huge deal. So being able to work those muscles and have them move fluidly, no less important than, say, your leg muscle or your arm muscle. So, okay, the next one, we're gonna puff our cheeks up, keeping the lips sealed, and then we're gonna push the air from side to side with the lips sealed, right? So, Good. Now for those of you at home that are just doing this with one hand, it'll be the same thing. Blow those cheeks up like a pufferfish. And then move the air side to side. Now this one can be really challenging because you're moving the pressure of the air from side to side. So your lips want to kind of pop open, right? It's like you're pushing air out of a balloon. You got to hold those lips nice and tight. We'll try one more set of that. So puff those cheeks up. Good, and you can't exactly tie your lips in a knot like you do a balloon. So that's where those mouth muscles come in. You've got to keep those sealed as you shift the air from side to side. All right, Tina's doing wonderful. You guys at home are doing wonderful. What's the next one? Lip smacks. I always have to wet my lips, but we're gonna seal the lips nice and tight, and then, there you go, nice. Good. And the most important part is that smack that you're hearing. Exactly like that. Yep. So you want to seal those lips and then pull them apart. This is where Bill and I joke that we always sound like popcorn. Nice. I'm going to take a sip of water because it was dry my mouth out. All right, let's do 2 more of those, Tina. Keep breathing too. Lip smacks require breath. Thank you, sir. I'll see you tomorrow. Nice. Good stuff. Just you and I, girl. Yep, solo. Everyone else bailed on it. Just me and Tina rolling down the fort. That's all right. That's what happens in the afternoon. Rides start coming. And like I said, I've ended up just being here by myself, talking to myself. But I'm used to it, you guys. I've been doing this for the past 8 months, just talking to the computer. Whoever's out there in the world listening to me. Okay, the next 2 are the tongue. Right, so we're going to open our mouth and take the tongue from side to side to start. So for those of you at home, nice. Now if you can speed it up, feel free, but only speed it up if you can keep it controlled. The point is to hit the targets of the corner of your mouth. Good. And then when you're ready, wipe the sides of your mouth. All right, so the next one's gonna be the tongue as well, but we're gonna go up and down. So I always say, try to touch your nose. I can't do it. I have like a short little nose and a short little tongue. And then go down to your chin though, but go in that direction, right? So, And again, control is what's important here, right? If you just move it really fast, but it's going in all different directions, you want to slow it down and aim for your nose and then aim for your chin. Good. Ah, that one always starts to hurt. I feel like stretching your tongue down can actually, you can feel it, right? Where it attaches. Yeah. Ah, okay, I'm gonna take another sip because the next one for me is always the hardest. So I'm gonna hydrate. For those of you at home, feel free. Feel free to do the same. Because this next one, we're gonna bite the tongue and then swallow. But swallow while still clamping on that tongue. So it's so awful. And yes, I'm admitting that. For anyone that's listening, it's not easy. So gently bite the tongue, right? Put a little clamp with your teeth, and then while you're holding that clamp, swallow. You need to take another sip of water. If you need to give yourself a break, feel free. This one is definitely the hardest. All right, let's go ahead and do one more. I'm taking another sip of water after that. All right, you guys, we are almost done. Tina, you're doing so good. We have one last one. We are going to frown and then swallow. Oh, you look so sad. This is always the hardest one though too, because I just want to laugh and smile. But we're gonna try and frown. You can't even frown, you just start smiling. Here, I won't look at you. I had to just like ignore stuff for a while. So try and frown and then swallow. You're just over there laughing. All right, for those of you at home, attempt to do this. Frown and then swallow. It's kind of hard to frown when you're having this much fun though, what can I say? I see you smiling over there. All right, try and give me one more serious face, frown, and swallow. All right, and we're done. Oh, nice job, my dear. And for those of you that are at home, thank you for sticking with us. We'll finish, as we always start, with a couple breaths. So inhale through the nose, open mouth, exhale. Deep breath in, big breath out. Last one, cleansing breath in, and a cleansing breath out. Nice job. Good. I'm gonna put my mask back on when we're done here. For you guys at home, thank you so much for participating. We'll be back again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for our mindfulness class, and then one more time in the afternoon for our strength and endurance class. Have a wonderful night. Thank you guys for sticking with us, and we'll see you again. Take care.